Hello, my name is Katie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. Today, I want to talk about customer service and how hard a lot of you guys are failing. It's so bad. It's so bad out here, you guys. And if you don't want to be replaced by AI, you're gonna have to get it together. You're gonna have to get it together. And I would rather talk to a rude or incompetent human being than AI or a robot. The robot stuff makes me really mad. But if you are going to do just as bad of a job as these robots, your companies are going to have no choice but to replace you. Why should they pay you if you're doing such a bad job that it could lose them customers and harm their business? Be so for real. If it was your business that you put your sweat, blood, and tears into building, and you hire someone that could leave your customers with a bad impression, leave them feeling not valued, leave them having a worse day than they were having when they walked in to the place where you are providing customer service, or if it was a phone thing, a worse day than when they called for your help. Get it together. Unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And I believe myself to be someone capable of honest self-assessment. And I am saying this as a person that sincerely believes that customer service is one of maybe my number one strength as an employee is my customer service. It just is. I know this is just true. I've had a couple instances recently that I'm going to talk about. I was at Walmart recently. I bought a bunch of fake plants. And I bought some real plants. And the woman ringing me up got mad at me because she didn't realize that some of the plants were real after having rung up many fake plants. And dirt got on her workstation area, and she was for real mad at me and mean to me about, frankly, her inability to fully pay attention to what she's doing. I actually didn't do anything wrong. If I had done something wrong, I would have apologized. And because I prefer to avoid conflict, I just kind of pretended I didn't hear her. And she kept going, and I just kept pretending I couldn't hear her because what am I gonna do? And then it got to a point where I was like, "Can you chill out? None of this is that deep." And Walmart's not known for their customer service. Walmart is known for people behaving like animals. It is never a pleasant experience to shop at Walmart. But this interaction with this woman, and it went on for a while and got worse. It was like an ordeal for no reason. And I'm the one, the customer, trying to be like, it's okay. You're being mean to me. And I'm trying to be like, it's okay. Because you never know what someone's going through. maybe her mom died that morning and she needs the money, so she had to come to work anyway, and she used up her sick time or whatever. I don't know what's going on in people's lives. So I do try to grant people a lot of grace, and often far more grace than they frankly deserve. But even if this is the case and you're having the worst day, you can't take it out on the customers that you are paid to serve. Can't do it. And then there was a lot of issues at this particular Walmart. There was a clearly mentally ill, disturbed woman in a wheelchair going around screaming hello and help. I don't know what to do. And when someone is disturbed, you don't necessarily want to approach them. Because you don't know, people are dangerous, is what it is. But I did go close enough to be like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? What help do you need? All she was capable of saying was hello and help. So there is nothing I could really do with that. So I go and ask for a manager at this Walmart, hoping that they would maybe call 911, get a wellness check done for this woman. This man just walked around mocking her, like walking down surrounding aisles and just repeating back to her hello and help. If I want to grant some grace, perhaps this is a person that does this every day at this Walmart. Perhaps they have called for a wellness check before, their hands are tied, and there is nothing they can do about it, and they have become so desensitized to this woman's behavior that it's just become a joke there. Maybe. And I need to call myself out for a second, because I should have then taken it upon myself to get her a wellness check or try to get her some kind of help. And I didn't. And shame on me for that. I regret it so much, and I've thought about it a lot since this happened. The bystander effect is real. When you see a fellow citizen that is not okay, it is your moral duty to try to do something. Like in another video, I talked about how recently a woman overdosed outside of my apartment. And you know what I did? I sat with her and called 911, and I did not leave her unconscious on the ground alone. Would you want that for a family member? Everyone's touched by addiction. Would you want that for your sister, your daughter, your mother, brother, cousin, uncle, whatever? No. But you would do that to a stranger because they're not your cousin, uncle, brother, whatever. So then also in this Walmart, there ended up being like a huge brawl that employees were involved in, and I stayed far enough away from it that I don't know what went down. I don't know who started it, what it was about. But that's too much. That's too much. And I've always had low expectations for Walmart, but I will never go to Walmart again. Perhaps a different one, but even then, no, because the woman that was mean to me rang up several items of mine multiple times, probably on purpose. Let's be so honest. She was so unpleasant. I would not be shocked if it was on purpose. And she was so difficult to interact with that I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take the L. It is not worth going back in there and trying to talk to this bitch again. And she was a bitch. She was a bitch. And that makes me never want to go to Walmart again. And at first I was like, well, maybe a different Walmart. No more Walmart. And Target employees acting up too. And this has been at multiple Targets also. You walk into a Target and the majority of the employees act like they hate you for having had the audacity to walk into their place of employment. So another point that I want to make about customer service workers is that you guys should actually sincerely give a shit about your customers, because one, we should just care about other people and treating them well in general, overall. And two, people, the customers that shop at whatever establishment you work at or spend their money on whatever customer service thing you are representing, keep you employed. If people stop spending their money at the company you work at because en masse their customer service employees have failed tremendously, you lose a job, babe. Your company closes down and you lose a job. And also, if you hate working at Target so much that you have no other way to move through the store than as if you are a miserable captive slave, quit. Work somewhere else. And if you're not doing a good enough job working at Target to have a good reference to get a different job, step up your game for a little while. If you are an insufferable, miserable, bad at your job, good for nothing, your bosses see that. If you change that behavior, it will be noticeable because of how awful you've been. If you become not awful or show any effort or care, it will be noticeable. You could also approach your bosses and ask them how they think you could do better and probably take their advice. Good steps. Let's take steps in the right direction. All right? All right. It is your job. You are paid. You applied. You wanted this job. You got hired. You're paid to do it. So do it. Do you have no integrity? You should take pride in your work. And I get it. I've worked a ton of places. I've bounced around a lot. And if I hated somewhere and didn't respect the people I worked for and didn't like anything and felt miserable showing up, leave. I left. I got a different job. And I kept getting different jobs until I found a place that I love to work. And I get to work for awesome people. And I want them to succeed. So I put effort into doing a good job. And even if a customer's coming at you crazy, your job is not to match their energy. It is to help put them in a mindset where when they leave the establishment, they feel calmer, valued, and like someone gave a crap about the thing they were upset about. I have had a man scream at me, be really, frankly, vile to me. And here's where the granting people grace things comes in. He could have been having the worst day of his life. He was frustrated. Don't leave people feeling crazy for having the feelings they're having. Even if they're talking to you crazy. It is not difficult to be like, I hear your frustration. I would probably be really frustrated too. And I'm sorry that this has caused you so much distress and is like kind of ruining your day. And I will do everything in my power to make your day better. And that doesn't always work. Like this specific man I'm talking about did not calm down that whole interaction. And I did not break. I will not. I will not break. And I wished him well before he left and told him that I sincerely hope that he feels better and that I'm sorry that like whatever he's going through is like burning him up so much on the inside. And I meant it because I don't want people to suffer in general. And he was so worked up that if he left unhappy, he would not have come back. And I like my job, as I have said in many of my videos, even though I will not ever disclose on this channel who I work for or where I work. He was still worked up when he left. But you know what happened? He came back a bunch of times. And every single time he came back, he was... Sorry, I've said this in some other videos too. I had back surgery not that long ago. And then I fell down the stairs. So I am in pain. And I have to like adjust so that my spine pain doesn't radiate throughout my whole body. Not the point. He came back over and over and over, a different man, a polite man, with a good attitude. Would that have happened if I just matched his energy and was like, you can't talk to me like this, and you should have some right to say you can't talk to me like this. I should sometimes do it more. But I think it's really gotta be bad before you get to that point, because you can spend time trying to de-escalate and be kind and show care before you get to the point where you're like, you can't speak to me this way. I think I need to get somebody else to help you. I don't think I'm helping you in the way that you need help. And I think I know someone who might be a better fit to make your day. Guys, it's just not that hard. It's just not that hard. Almost collectively, I know there are some superstars. I have experienced some excellent customer service that left me wanting to spend my money at the company that I felt taken care of by. That's just how it works. So, try to be better, or you'll be replaced either by a different person or a robot. And I hate AI and robots so much. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. I hate interacting with robots. I'm calling CVS screaming at this robot. The robot can't help me. It can never understand the thing I need help with. And I just have to like scream until I get a real person. And I would never talk to them like that. I would never talk to a real person like that. But these robots get me worked up. So, as much as I'm like, you're going to be replaced, I'm not sure. I'm certain that you and your crap attitude and bad job are still better than AI and robots. In another video I filmed, again, talking about the CVS robot who gets me worked up all the time. Like, just let me talk to the pharmacist. I need to talk to someone that can answer the question that I have. I don't even remember the point I was about to make. The CVS stuff gets me so mad. I don't know. Where was I going? I told you, this would be all over the place. Tangents, forgetfulness. Oh, yes. So, in another video, I did say that I would rather deal with a terrible person. I would rather get to talk to another human being, even if they call me a slur. Like, call me a slur if you can help me accomplish the task I'm here to accomplish. Fine. I won't like it. I'll come complain about how bad customer service is. Not to your manager. Because, whatever. They see it. They don't need me to tell you. They don't need me to tell them. They know it. They work with you every day. They see your insufferable ass every day. They don't need my message. So, I also need you to step it up because of how much I hate AI and robots. Do not make me live in a world where you guys are replaced by AI and robots. Because I will yell all the time. I will not shop anywhere that makes me deal with AI and robots. It's not going to happen. AI is born of the devil. Robots are dangerous and scary, and I hate them. 0 out of 10, not a fan of either of these things. So you guys, get it together. Please. Don't make me live in that world. Don't put yourself in a position where your business has no option but to replace you with a robot. Please. 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 Okay. This has gone on long enough. Thank you for your time and your attention if you have watched this video. Your time and attention are valuable, and I sincerely appreciate you being here. Even if you disagree with me, tell me in the comments why you think you have the right to do a bad job at your job that you signed up to do and get paid to do. I don't know. I don't really know how you could like super disagree with me on this. I feel like I'll get some like, capitalism is evil. Do the absolute bare minimum. Don't ever go above your job requirements. You don't have to go above and beyond. You don't owe whatever. You can say your things to me. And something that I'm trying to end a lot of my videos with is that as a society, we should practice being polite to people that we disagree with. So, if you want to talk about it and you hop in my comments and you want to make a point, I will respond to you and I will be polite. Because let's practice being polite with people we disagree with. It's not the end of the world. It's not. Grant people grace. Chill out. You don't have to act like a miserable prick every moment of your life. Sorry, I'm getting worked up again. Thank you for your time. Do better. Do 1% better every day. And you'll be amazing. That's an easy goal. You gotta make your goals small so you can accomplish them. And I believe in you. Go accomplish some goals. Do your thing and kill it doing that thing. Thank you. Thank you again for your time. I think we're the third time saying that. Have a wonderful day. Be well. Be safe. Take care of yourself.